Right.
First you would put your propane tank on here and then hook it up to the regulator, and then you would take a handheld torch or something and open your valves on your burners, and then light this burner and then light that burner, and then you let it heat up to temperature, which is anywhere from 100 degrees up to about 150 with most of the stuff you'd use in here. Never go over 175 degrees. And then once you got your material hot, you would come over to the engine and you would turn the fuel on right here, and then you'd turn your switch on right here. Then you'd, if it hadn't been started already, you'd push the choke over here, and then you'd pull the cord and start it up, and then this is the throttle right here to throttle it up. Then once you have your engine running, you come over here and you open the valve to open the line for the material for the tack to come into the pump. And then you just leave it with that one open and let it circulate back through here, back to tank, if you needed to mix your material back up if it had been sitting there a little while or it wasn't real hot. And then once you get it mixed up, then you would just open this valve right here to open and let it go to the hand wand, and it'll still automatically go back through the relief valve if you're not using the hand wand at the moment. And then you would just take your hand wand and turn this valve on when you're ready to spray. You just turn it on like this and spray out what you want to, and then when you're not using it, you can turn it back off like this. And then at the end of the day, when you get done, or whenever you get done shooting the tar out, you would leave everything like it is. You leave your hand wand, that line open going to your hand wand. Then you just come back over here and turn your main valve back off, and you would open this valve, which comes from the flush tank right here where you'd put your diesel or whatever in here to flush the pump out with. You would close this one off, open this one up, and then let that go through your pump, and you could take your hand wand and spray the tack out either back in here or on whatever you were shooting it on, until you see the diesel or whatever you have in here come out, get to the end of your hand wand. Then you just cut your hand wand off, you cut this valve back off, and you cut this valve back off, and then you just shut your engine down. That way you know your pump's flushed out, your line's got diesel in it or whatever was in here, and then that way you'll know you're ready for the next day, because everything's flushed out and it's got diesel in it, so it'll be nice and loose, and then you just cut the engine off and that's it.